Welcome to That's Good for Footy.
Forget about the heartbreaks, the agony and heartaches. You give it all for the game's sake, and that's good for footy. Forget about the heartbreaks, the agony and heartaches. You give it all for the game's sake, and that's good for footy. And this is what you pray for, every night and every day for. You give it all, then you give more. That's good for footy. Footy.
Wow, what a crowd. That looks fantastic. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Welcome along to the Craigieburn Sporting Club. Welcome along to That's Good for Footy. Great to have you all here. This is the family-friendly, live and interactive footy panel show. This is where the fans meet the players and the players meet the fans. These shows are for the passionate supporters. I presume that's you lot. The show which allows you to see the players be themselves. I'm ready. Let's go. What do you think? Yeah. All right. This is Wednesday, May the 17th. Please welcome to the show our first panellist. He was born on the 26th of August in 1997. He's played a total of 89 games and he's kicked 15 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2016. When he plays for the Essendon Football Club, he wears the number 27 on his back. Could you please welcome to the stage, Mason Redman?
See the bombers fly up to win the premiership flag. Our boys who play this grand old game are always striving for glory and fame. See the bombers fly up.
Good to see you. All right, thank you, Sam. Thank you. That's nice to see you all. That was a wonderful rendition. I thought I'd see you all clapping and going, well, let's go nuts. That's brilliant. It was a bit like walking through IKEA to get up here, wasn't it? But you didn't buy anything along the way, just did a little high five down the front.
A few high fives on the way.
Yeah, nice. Nice to have you, mate. You know, it's his first time on the That's Good for Footy panel show. It's great to have him here. Good-looking crowd too, isn't it?
Yeah, hopefully it won't be me last time on here. Hopefully I can perform well.
That's what we're hoping, and you'll also be in the Essendon colours too. That's what we want, more than anything. But we're not going to say any more about that. Let's get our second panellist out here. He'll be out there chatting up Sandy at the moment. He was born on the 28th of September in 1998. He's played a total of 52 games and he's kicked 23 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2020. When he plays for the Essendon Football Club, he wears a number 2 on his back. Could you please welcome to the stage, Sam Draper? Don't ever let Sandy lead you anywhere, mate. No. See?
See the bombers fly up. The other teams, they don't fear. They all try their best, but they can't.
Good to see you, mate. How's that? He's here, everyone. Look.
Hello.
Great crowd. Good number.
Yeah.
Looking fantastic. Craigieburn Sporting Club. Have you boys ventured out this way before?
No, well, we played a couple of VFL games at the Oval down here a couple of times. But yeah.
Was that a little while ago?
Yeah, a few years ago, 2018, I
I
reckon.
picked up a couch out here one time.
Yeah, Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, Marketplace. It was a good deal.
Yeah, good. Well done. Excellent. We're going to have a good time with these boys tonight. Let's get into it. We want to talk about the game that was. We want to get into what happened last week, what's going to happen in the coming week, and we'll talk about some other things that, as the night goes on. We've got a fair bit to get through, boys, so I'll kick it off. We'll start with, obviously, the game that you just had on Saturday night. Hot start the other night, boys. It was pretty tight in the contest. The pressure was coming from both sides, but there was real pressure on your back line from the get-go. Matching up against Danaher, Hipwood and Cameron presented some challenges, but I think you boys really held your own and eventually got your first on the board from just consistently pushing it forward, running in numbers and a bit of chaos ball. Tell us a little bit about how you saw the game in the initial stages.
Yeah, we're under the pump a little bit there. We're a bit undermanned, but the boys stood up, especially in that first half. But yeah, Brisbane sort of got away from us in that second half. But yeah, well, I think we'll definitely bounce back from that.
Absolutely. We don't want to talk about any of the negatives. We don't do these at these shows. We just talk about all the positive and upbeat stuff. But we will talk about that particular game. Brisbane, on the other hand, just couldn't get their radar on. Their small crummers were threatening. They were getting to the contest, but they were not making it matter on the scoreboard. I thought, though, that up until the third quarter, your back line was up to the task. I thought Heppel and Zerk Thatcher had a real standout game, and Andy McGrath, he was fantastic down back. Great match-up against Cameron. Tell us what your thoughts were on that, Mace, because that's obviously your forte down that end of town.
Yeah, I think Andy, when he's set with a task like that, I think he's one of the best in the comp when he gets set a task like that, and he's proven it time and time again. It's just due to team needs and stuff that he's not always in that position. But yeah, I think on the weekend it was just sort of ended up being a weight of numbers sort of set up. Like they're one of the best offensive teams in the competition, and when you have 70 inside 50s against you, more often than not going to lose the game. But I felt like we were able to hold up pretty well, especially in the first half. But then the second half the damn wall sort of broke a bit, and it was pretty tough.
Andy McGrath, obviously he's played a few different roles. He's now seems to be relishing in that role down back. Tell us a little bit, because you would work in that with your line coaches. What's different about what he's taken on board, like mentally and physically?
Yeah, I think Andy sees the game really well, and he's a very good communicator. So now that he's behind the ball, he's got time to set us up and communicate to the guys around him. And I think he's been and shown that he's had a really good start to the year. And I think for us to be the best team we can be, I reckon he's going to be in the back line long term. Yeah,
good. Mason, you had a good game, 30 disposals in a Brisbane forward line that is trying to find some consistency in their game and playing on their home deck. It was never going to be easy. It was coming in fast and it was coming in a lot. Test the old heart rate?
Yeah, tested me out a fair bit. I have a tendency just to close the eyes and run back with the fight too. So I'm glad a few of the lads protected me, but I ended up falling over the boundary line pretty hard. Sorry, but got out of it unscathed.
Absolutely good. I just want to talk about the Essendon game plan, the style of and brand of football at the moment. I'm really liking what Brad Scott's brought to the table with the game plan: defence and contest, pressure and tackle. 4 key words there. Defence, contest, pressure and tackle. You've won the tackle count in your last 7 matches. Once the forward line starts competing with personnel options, then the stats and the results will tell a different story. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Yeah. Okay, good. We won't go into it anymore then.
Well, we can.
All right.
It's all right. He's been good. Like, we've focused on defence really the whole summer, and the offence has been mainly just play really, and that's helped us a lot, I think. So sort of the defence, the contest stuff, and then tackle and chasing tackles have been a big focus.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I think to add on to that, I think we all get drafted off our offence. I think that's a pretty it sort of comes to everyone pretty naturally. So Brad's came in and he's had a big focus on the defence side of thing, the chasing, and being uncompromising in that. And I think that's really helped us, and it's allowed us to stay in games a lot longer than we probably would have in the past.
Perfect. I love it. I wanted to go on and say, when I talk about firing forward line, you're currently playing with a good brand of footy, but doing without your leading goal kicker from 2022 in Peter Wright. It's just that one key in the cog. Plus, on Saturday night, you also went in without your leading ball getter in Darcy Parish. But there's a lot of promising signs. That leads me back to now what you just stated, is that, yes, most players when they are drafted come in with an offensive mindset. Teaching players to play in a defensive mindset, not so easy. But everyone knows you win defence, you go a long way to winning games. All correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah, happy with all that. Good. All right. I just always like to check in, just to make sure. Fair to say you've got a good chunk of your best 23 on the sidelines. You've got Ridley, Guelphy, Cox, Laverty, Reid, Stewart and Jones, which means it's all about system over personnel, and you're competing. You can see where the club is going, and as I said before, the tackling pressure is off the charts. But you've got a few boys missing out of your best 23, haven't you?
Yeah, we've had a big focus on the system, and probably last year we would have been blown out in a lot of these games that we've lost so far. So we've been competitive, but some exciting names coming back in the next couple of weeks. Laverty, I reckon, might be a chance for next week. Peter is well ahead of schedule as well, so
that's good.
we'll probably see him before the bye. So
Wow.
yeah,
Jeez,
it
that's
was pretty
great
good
news.
to get Pete back out there.
Yeah, absolutely. You especially would love that. I mean, you're
Absolutely.
playing all over the ground. I took notable note of you and your run. Down, back, up, forward, in ruck. You were just everywhere and trying to compete as much as you could. There he is.
Yeah.
Which is what we've spoken about before in relation to, you've come out in the media and you've said you want to be one of the best ruckmen in the AFL, and obviously that's the goal that you're heading towards. I also just wanted to allude to, as we were talking about the competing and the tackling pressure, as one of those that brings the pressure is Waller. The pressure that he puts on the opposition with his tackling, his run and his chase is what inspires the team, and what he does across the ground in both defence and offense. Key team attributes to the Essendon Football Club are tackling and defensive pressure, as I've already alluded to, pushing it forward, quick hands, intercept and chaos ball. There's a lot to sink your teeth into there. Tell us a little bit about what, a lot for me to sink my teeth into. You guys don't care? No, I'm sure. What I wanted to say, obviously with Anthony, there was a reason that he came back to the club, and that's because he is an inspiration to both his culture and also as to the mechanics of how the Essendon Football Club run. So tell us a little bit about having him back in the side at the moment.
Yeah,
and what he brings.
Obviously, he's an amazing player, like we all know. But a big reason for him coming back was to help out the young Indigenous players that we've got coming through. So we've got Owen and Jaden Davey, Anthony Munkara, just to name a few in text. So he really wanted to be a role model for those guys and look out for them and get it back to playing his best footy. And I think his second half of the year is going to be back to what we see like always. So I'm really excited for that.
Very exciting. We talk about Peter Wright coming back. We talk about the injuries from the 23, out of your best 23, and you talk about him getting even better. I mean, that's phenomenal. Mason, you're out of contract at season's end. Could this brand of Bombers football be the catalyst and the decision-making process that looms when the time comes?
Yeah, I think the brand of footy that we're playing at the moment is pretty exciting. Obviously, we haven't got the results the last few weeks, but I've loved everything Brad's brought to the club. So it's definitely gives you a bit of food for thought.
Good.
But I'm just at this stage. It's a bit of a cliche, but I'm focused on my football.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely loving what the club's about at the moment. So
good on you, mate.
I think coming out of the back end of last year, there was a lot of grey area, and I think the people that the club have appointed in the key roles have been really good decisions, and I think the club in the long term will reap the benefits of that.
One of the key attributes has obviously been the new coach. We talk about Brad Scott. Anthony when I've had him on the show, he had alluded to the fact that he was one of the key reasons that helped him make that decision. So are you seeing that growth in the club at the moment? I talk to both of you in this instance. Are you both seeing that incremental growth by what Brad is bringing to the table?
Yeah, I think so. I think rightly or wrongly, leaders at the club in the past have probably got distracted that our main goal is playing football and performing on the field. Yeah. And that's exactly what Brad's brought to the club. It's what he preaches, and I think that's rubbed off on a lot of us. Like, we've got a lot of distractions out of our day-to-day lives and just focus on being the best footballers we can be.
I love it.
Obviously, best people we can be as well, but if a lot of that stuff takes care of itself if we can sort out the Monday to Friday and then performing on the weekends. So,
absolutely.
That's something that I've absolutely loved that he's brought to the club.
Love it, absolutely. I liked Ben Hobbs' contribution the other night. He's one player that seems to be getting better and better. And from what I understand, latest news is he's just a 2-year contract extension. Pretty exciting.
That's good. Got Hobbsy for 2 more.
I thought he played a really good brand of football the other night. It seemed to be, playing his best football. I've heard it said from some of those within the club that Brad's style of coaching is best described as giving players the freedom-based role. The definition, it's something that allows you to explore your footy using your own attributes. It's a true description. Is that how you guys say it?
Yeah, I think so. I think as long as you're putting in 100% effort into our defence and our contest, and the rest will look after itself. It's sort of been how it's been at the moment. And we've learned a lot from the last 4 weeks, playing a few of the best sides in the comp, and we've been in it for most parts of the game. We just haven't been able to finish our work. So, the belief's definitely there. It's a weird feeling. We lost a few in a row, but we're feeling good. It's very strange.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Yeah, I think in the past we would have probably rode that roller coaster a bit, but because of the leadership of Brad and the other coaches, there's not sort of that up and down with win-loss.
Yeah.
Whether we've won or lost this year, the messaging's been very much the same. And yeah, as Drape said, we probably in years gone by, 3 or 4 losses in a row, you're all doom and gloom. But we knew it wasn't going to happen overnight, and we just get to work during the week. And Brad's big on that messaging as well.
And without over-emphasising it, but asking that question just a little bit more in detail, that freedom-based role, is that playing to your strengths that are your attributes? And so he gives you that freedom to do that?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. As long as you, defend hard and work hard in the system, then, freedom to do your role and play to your strengths. It's a great way to play, and you see, like, Redders is really thriving and a few guys are in really good form, so that's good.
Well, I think came back in on the commentary, the footage, the video, watching it the other night. I was watching it on KO. Someone seemed to be like getting right into it, going into the third quarter. They focused in on Sam Draper. What song were they playing that seemed to see you like?
Oh, I don't know. I remember that now, actually, yeah. No, there was a minute to go before they bounced. So I was like, I may as well get hyped up to the song that's playing. So
I thought it was good. I thought, that's happiness. I'm here to dance and play. All right. Your next game is no less important, as every game you play is, but this one does have a special cultural significance, being that it is Sir Doug Nicholls' round. You play Richmond in the Dreamtime game, 7:40 p.m. Saturday night at the G. I reckon this will be a cracking game. That's my opinion. Tigers think they have found their mojo again after beating the Cats last week, and the Bombers are playing a good brand of footy, exciting brand of football. Are you excited about coming out and playing Dreamtime game? It's one of the. I heard Daniel Rioli say the other week, during the week, he considers it to be as equivalent to like a grand final day. Now, he's played in a couple, so I think that speaks volumes. How do you guys feel about playing Dreamtime game?
Yeah, I absolutely love being a part of it.
Yep.
And I think obviously the whole round was arguably started by Essendon and Richmond back when Kevin Sheedy thought of the idea along with the Indigenous people. I think it's what it means to the Indigenous culture and sort of celebrates everything they're about, especially within a football sense. And I still remember back to probably the most special version of the game was when we played in Darwin in front of. The crowd there was very Indigenous, and it was awesome to play in front of them and get amongst it and that sort of thing. But hopefully we can come out there this week and go well. I read something the other day. We haven't beaten them since 2014, so it would be good for this to be the start of our role.
Absolutely good. I think both teams match up well, both on paper and on field. Both have some personnel missing, and both are trying to find some consistent form. Very quickly, just to surmise it, where do you think the game will be won and lost? And don't say scoreboard.
I think it'll be in the contest and who can capitalise on the turnovers, I think. So if we can minimise that part of the game, because that's pretty big for how they play, we'll go pretty well.
I've seen Big Nanks come back in, so you'll be going up against him in the ruck.
Yeah, Big Nank and Samson Ryan, I think, will be taking it. So
that's going to be interesting.
Absolutely.
See how that one plays out. You're going to have your work cut out for you down back.
Yeah, they've obviously got some very talented people up there. So it's exciting.
Yeah, should be a good game. I'll leave you with this. Personnel doesn't always reflect success, but structure and game plan does. Not bad, is it? Yeah, I like that one.
Think of that one yourself, did you?
I did, The two will complement each other once there is player buy-in. That's not bad added to it.
That's even better.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's good. I like it. Let's get on to some other news. Looks like Will Settlefield stress fracture could be out for 4 or 5 weeks. Is that? I'm not John Ralph here. I'm just trying to get
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, he a bit sore. Also had a scan yesterday, and then today. Yes, we don't know the full details of how long he's been out for. But yeah, it's a shame because he's been really good since he came to the club, and he's offered a really different strength to our midfield. And so he's going to be a bit of a loss for us. But it'll be players like Hobbsy and Perko and Colders will have to step up, which is exciting too.
Absolutely. One soldier down, another one comes in. That's what we
Absolutely.
like. Last thing I wanted to add here, grand final looks like it's now going to be staying at 2:30. Everyone happy about that?
Yes.
Yeah. I think most people are traditionists, and I think the announcement's been made. I've been here doing other things, but I saw it come through on my feed, so great to see that that's happened. All I wanted to say is thank you very much, boys. All the best to you. Good luck on your next game on Saturday night against Richmond, Dreamtime. Have a lot of fun, and all the best for the future moving into 2023.
Thank you
Put your
very
hands
much.
together for them. What we want to do now, I'm just going to find out a little bit more about the boys. We're going to do it in a little segment that we like to call, What About Me? This is pretty simple Q&A stuff, boys. You probably get this as you're coming off training and someone's standing there with a camera trying to, get you to do something for TikTok or whatever. But this is what I do on my show, so we're going to go through it with you boys right now. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. You just give me either a one-word answer or anything else you want to elaborate on. Where did you grow up, Mason?
I grew up in Millicent, South Australia. I actually grew up in a town called Southend until I was 7, and then moved into Millicent.
Population growth of the first one and population growth of Millicent?
Southend's about 250 people, I think.
Wow.
And then it's a small fishing town.
Yep.
And then Millicent's about 5,000 or 6,000, I think.
Yeah, right. Okay. Mason? Oh, excuse me. Sam? Sam?
Yes. Grew up in England originally. In a small village called Breed near Hastings, if anyone knows what that is, or near Brighton, if anyone knows where that is. Lived there until I was 9. Moved to Australia, down to Adelaide. So that was my journey, but it was good fun.
Yeah, good. Who did you grow up supporting? And I know you'll probably give me a soccer answer, but who did you grow up supporting?
I was West Coast originally.
Okay.
I more followed players, to be honest. I loved Chris Judd and Ben Cousins.
Okay.
They were probably the ones, and they sort of left West Coast, so I got off there and ended up at North Melbourne somehow. I'm not sure why.
Wow. Geez.
Sort of a
bit of a detour.
I think I got swayed by my uncle.
Okay.
But I don't look back on it fondly.
Yeah, right. Uncles have a strange way of making that stuff happen.
Yeah, that's right.
Sam?
Manchester United.
There you go. All right, I knew it was coming. I was prepared for it. Who was your favourite footballer, both soccer or AFL, when you were growing up?
Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, it was Chris Judd, Ben Cousins, and Brendan Goddard.
Okay, good.
BJ.
Yeah. Nothing North Melbourne in there at all, is there? Okay. What sort of frame of mind are you in before a game? I'll give you a couple of examples. Are you relaxed? Are you anxious? Are you nervous? Are you calm? Do you like to read a book? Do you lie in a hammock? What do you do?
Yeah, pretty relaxed. I really enjoy game day and the lead up to it. I really like just to relax, and then when it's time to go, get fizzed up. But pretty relaxed before. Probably won't get really sort of turned up like that till I'm on the ground. I feel like I don't want to burn my energy until I get out there, but yeah.
What about the night before? Any change in sleeping habits, eating habits? No, everything stays consistent?
Yeah, I enjoy the night before because I get to load up on pasta and pizza and stuff, and the sneaky lollies in there as well just to get the carbs in. So it's a great night of the week.
What time do you normally hit the sack?
Depends when the game is, but if it's a night game the next day, I'll probably stay a bit later and have a sleep in. But if it's an early game, get a bit earlier.
Okay, all right, nice, Mason.
What was the original question?
There's a few in there.
It happens all the time.
In his hair.
Yeah. No, I was actually asking what sort of a frame of mind you're in.
No, I'd say I'm pretty relaxed. I do a fair bit of shit talking pre-game.
Okay.
Sorry, excuse my French.
That's all right.
But I just wander around, try to find people that aren't playing, because usually the ones that are playing are boring. And the ones that aren't playing are a bit more relaxed, so the doctors and physios and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'd like to ask for an example, but I won't. Do you have a weird habit that you just can't shake?
Oh. Do you?
Don't think so.
No, I like a good routine. I like a nice organised routine leading into the game, but no superstitions or anything like that.
No.
I'm trying to think, has anyone got any?
I'm trying to think.
No bad habits?
Some boys have to walk out last when we go that.
Yep.
Some boys have to be at the front. Some boys say certain things.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Put your left boot on, right boot on, nothing like that.
No, just
no
right
strange
boot
weeds.
on right foot.
Foot. Yeah. If it fits.
Shorts on front ways.
Yeah. Those sort of things. They're not really weird habits, but I like them anyway. All right. If footy wasn't to be your calling, what would have been?
Ooh, I don't know. You go first. Let me think.
I would have probably been a fighter pilot. My grandpa's a pilot and I grew up around planes and stuff, and that's what I really wanted to do.
Wow. Okay.
But now after footy, I reckon I'll be a fireman.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah,
Get the calendar.
Yeah.
I'll be on the calendar.
Settle.
Yeah, look out. All right. There's your calling. All right, Sam.
I wanted to be a soccer player for Man United, but got drafted, so I don't know. I'm still figuring it out, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't really want to work after footy, so...
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, well, you heard it here first. He doesn't want to work after footy. Describe in one word only the word that best describes you. And you can tell us what you think the word would be for Mason, and Mason, you can tell us what you think the word would be for Sam.
Hyper.
Hyper.
Yeah.
Okay. Hyper.
Big. Big.
Big. Oh, okay. Hyper and big.
Fair
All
enough.
right. That's the one word that describes each of you. All right. I like it. Describe or tell us what you were thinking turning up for your first day at the club. When you first get to the Essendon Football Club, you walk in, you don't know really where to park, but you find a spot. You walk up the steps, you get in and you just look around, there's a trophy cabinet, and then you've got to go down to the rooms. What was that day like for you when you first walked in?
Yeah, it's all a bit of a blur, to be honest. Like the whole lead up when you find out you get drafted, and then it's just crazy. And then everyone's messaging you, and then 2 days later you move states. And then my first day was on at a Navy base down at Cerebus.
Right.
So that was pretty interesting. I had a little bit different back then. I had a shaved head. I had a gold watch on as well, which the boys give me a bit of grief about. But yeah, I had no idea. Literally, I played footy for 6 months, so yeah, I was just very raw. I had absolutely no idea how things worked, and learnt. Yeah, boys gave me some feedback, but it was all part of it.
Wow, that's interesting. What about you, mate?
It was probably just a bit like overawed with the whole thing, because there's guys like Brendan Goddard and Dyson and Hurls and these guys. You're walking into the club and you're technically like an equal, but you still see them as like a hero or someone you really look up to. So that was probably the weirdest thing for me, knowing that now you're not just looking up to these guys, you're actually alongside them. So
how cool
that was probably a fairly surreal sort of a moment.
Yeah. And what about when you first put the jumper on, you look down, you see the sash, you're playing for the Essendon Football Club, you're not a fan, you're not a supporter, you're going out there and you're representing the club.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a crazy feeling. Mine was a little different. My first games were in COVID in 2020, so it was a bit weird playing in Queensland. But those first games back after COVID in Melbourne and Anzac Day, and they're the moments you get goosebumps and you pinch yourself over. You're
so lucky at the Essendon Football Club. Yeah, you've been around for the time that you have. I don't want to give the answer away because it's part of my questions later. But what I'm saying is you've won 16 flags. I'm just giving away another answer to a question. But my point being is that you also get to play in some massive games that are associated with the Essendon Football Club and the AFL because of what Kevin Sheedy has been able to do. What an amazing legacy he's left for you boys. Yeah. It's just brilliant.
Absolutely, yeah. He's a very smart man, Kevin. Yeah. He's got a big vision and, lots of ideas. So, especially this weekend's, amazing. And Kevin's someone that's done a lot for Indigenous players and really tried a lot to help them out. So, this weekend's a great weekend to showcase that and really respect our Indigenous players of the game. And I think we've locked another one in. We're playing Carlton for King's Birthday Eve.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah? Well, every year I think we're trying to lock that in. So that'll be big too.
That's great.
We hate Carlton, don't we?
Yeah. Okay. Good. I think most people do, but anyway. I wanted to then just, how would you describe your sense of humour? And again, you can give me Mason's, and Mason's you can give me Sam's. How would you describe your sense of humour?
I don't know. What do you reckon? He's pretty silly.
Yeah.
I know. I feel like I'm the butt of most of my jokes. Really? Yeah, and even just like me telling stories and stuff, most of the time they don't even have an ending or anything, and the boys end up just paying me out. So
wow,
yeah,
okay, that's an interesting. Okay.
You got to be able to laugh at yourself.
yeah, I agree. Nice. What's your one passion outside of football? And I presume we're just going to stick with soccer here.
I like soccer. I like what do I like? I like where I live in St Kilda. I like my fashion. I like seeing my mates, seeing family.
Well, they're all nice things. I like that. Sam, Mason,
friends
what about
and family, my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a dog too. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
My
They're all-
partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're all things to be passionate about. Good. What's
My PlayStation.
Yeah.
He plays PlayStation. Yeah.
What's the one headline you'd like to wake up and read about yourself?
Essendon wins the grand final.
Oh, nice.
Simple, yeah. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Sam Draper kicks a winning goal to win grand final?
Oh, I don't care.
That'd be right,
If I have one touch and we win a grand final, I don't care.
Good. They'll go along with your goal of the year as well. Who's been your toughest opponent to match up on in your career to date?
Ever. Ever.
Yeah. Oh, well, just in your career to
Yeah,
date.
probably Gary Ablett.
Okay.
It's pretty easy one. He's probably one of the best players to ever play.
Yeah.
And the other one, just due to his smarts, and I hope he gets celebrated again this weekend, being Indigenous, is Eddie Betts. I think he was one
great.
of the best small forwards to ever play the game.
Wow. Good answer. Okay.
Yeah. Probably, Nick Nat was pretty amazing in the centre bounce.
Yep.
That's something that's just like, he's just a freak in that area. But probably Gorney's probably the complete Ruckman, I reckon. So he's probably, the toughest opponent.
Nice. Do you have a karaoke go-to song? Sure you do.
You do, I reckon, don't you?
A few.
Yeah, he
Yeah?
likes to,
Give us one.
Happy Ending by Mika.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Do you
right.
know that one?
No.
Yeah, right.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
one of your.
it's a good one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sam.
Anything really. I got a microphone thing for my birthday as a present because I don't mind a bit of karaoke
Yeah. I can imagine.
after a couple of beverages. But yeah.
Nice. Nice way to finish off. Yeah. That's all right. Here's your last one. What's one smell that you can't resist?
Ooh.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
The
Good.
smell of a barbecue.
Yeah. So are you a sausages man at Bunnings? If you walk past and you smell that?
No, too expensive.
That's true.
Wow. Didn't expect that answer. Okay.
I'm pretty tight, so
yeah. All right.
once they went up out of the gold coin range, I was out of my pay.
Wow. All right.
$2 max I'll ever pay for a sausage.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm getting
Bloody
that sense
inflation.
of humour coming through now. Yeah, I like it. All
No,
right.
that wasn't a joke. That was serious.
No, yeah, I'm getting it. That's what I mean. That's why I'm getting it. What was yours? What's that one smell?
I like when something sweet's in the oven. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I was walking past Subway the other day. That's got a pretty unique
Yeah.
smell
Yeah.
that draws you in. The
Yeah.
bread
Some
and the cookies. Yeah.
some people can lose it around fish and chips with vinegar, or
Yeah.
KFC if you're feeling that way inclined. Just anyway, there's some of those things. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the boys in What About Me. Please put your hands together. All right, here we go, boys. I'm going to have a series of questions. As soon as you think you know the answer, buzz in. But please, wait until the entirety of the question, because if you buzz in and you get it wrong, your opponent gets to steal the points, all right? And we want you to be successful at it. So, here comes your first question. Did I explain that you'll be keeping score? Yeah, just wanted to make sure. Good. All right. We've had some players that sit here and we get halfway through and they go, was I keeping score? All right, so I just wanted to check. All right. Which Essendon player has played the most games in the history of the club? Is it A, Simon Madden, B, Dick Reynolds, or C, Dustin Fletcher?
Harley.
Harley.
Dustin Fletcher?
Dustin Fletcher's correct. You're off the mark. He's played 400 games. Well done. How many VFL, AFL grand finals has the Essendon Football Club played
Harley.
in? Harley.
16.
No, how many games, how many VFL, AFL grand finals has the Essendon Football Club played in? You still want to go with that answer?
We'll go 20.
No. Chris?
32.
You were close. It was 30. Bad luck. No points to either of you. Who is your team's captain?
Harley.
Harley.
Zach Merritt.
Well done. You're learning very quick. Keep your microphone up here, because otherwise you're going to miss out. Zach Merritt's correct. Well done. One of these, out of these three players, who has captained the Essendon Football Club the most? Is it A, Dyson Heppel, B, Joe Watson, or C, Mark Thompson?
Harley.
Chris.
Harley.
Joe Watson.
It is correct. Well done. You're flying along. Essendon have been premiership winners in the club's history a total of A, 15 times, B, Harley.
16.
There you go. Got it that time. There it is. Where did Essendon finish on the ladder at the end of the home and away season last year?
Harley.
Harley.
8th. Oh,
No. Chris. Still the points.
9th.
No, mate.
Last year?
Yeah.
We'll go 7th.
No, 15th. All right. No good, boys. Who was it? No, I've done that one. I'll go to the next one. For 2 points, boys, 2 points. Player and goals. Who was your club's leading goal kicker in 2022? And
Peter Wright?
Yes. And for the last part of the question, how many goals?
We'll go 45.
No. Chris?
62.
No. 1 point to you, Harley. It was Peter Wright with 53. How many games did the Essendon Football Club win at the end of the home and away season last year?
Chris. 5.
No. You said the answer before.
We'll go 7.
Yes, you'd be right. 7 it is. There we go. Name 3 coaches over the last 20 years. Harley.
We'll go Kevin Sheedy.
Yep.
Brad Scott.
Yes.
And we'll go with James Hird.
Yeah, that'll do. Perfect. You got it. All 3 coaches. How many losing grand finals has the Essendon Football Club played in?
I'll just take a punt. Losing.
Yep.
We'll go 15.
Chris, no, it's wrong.
17.
No, you went the wrong way. If they've played in 30 and then they've won 16, maths will tell you it's 14. No good. Bad luck, boys. Closest to within 1,000, how many members does your club currently have?
70,000.
That's your guess, Chris? 70,000? Okay. No. Harley?
Higher or lower? We'll go 71.
Yeah, it's close to within 1,000. You're not quite there. It's 73,364. And congratulations, Bomber fans. That's awesome. Well done. All right, here we go. A couple of more questions for you. Out of these 3 Essendon Grand Finals, which had the largest crowd in attendance? Was it A, 1993 versus Carlton? Was it 1965 versus St Kilda?
Harley.
Or was it C, 1985 versus Hawthorn?
85.
Harley, 85. Did you say 1965?
85.
1985
Hawthorn?
versus Hawthorn. No, that's incorrect.
Okay.
Chris?
65 versus the Saints, I'm pretty sure.
It was. Well done.
Like 105,000 people or something.
Yeah, spot on. We'll give him another point.
Well done, mate.
Well done. Good man. It was versus St Kilda, 104,846. So well done. You were 25 shy of 105. Who out of these 3 players has won the most BNFs at the Essendon Football Club? Job Watson, James Hird, Simon Madden.
Harley. James Hird.
James Hird is correct. Well done. For 3 points, you can catch... No, you can't. All right. For 3 points, okay? Player, year and votes. How many votes, how many votes, what year and who was the last Essendon player to win a Brownlow medal?
Chris.
Harley.
Chris.
James Hird, 1996.
Yep. And how many votes? You got 2 so far.
28 votes.
No. Harley, do you want to steal that last point?
Last player to win a Brownlow?
No, he's already said it. James Hird, 1996. He gets 2 points. You can still...
Joe Watson was the last player.
True.
I hear you, but I have to go with the... But anyway, just for the argument of this...
We'll go 25.
No, you'd both be wrong. It was 21, all right? And for a bonus point, who did he tie that with?
Chris. Simon Black.
I'll go.
No, you...
Michael Voss.
Yes, there you go. Michael Voss it was, so another point over there to Harley. All right, how many Brownlow medalists has the Essendon Football Club produced in its history? A, 6, B, 10, C, 8.
Chris.
Harley.
6.
No.
8.
Yes, Harley gets it again. What year did your team win the last grand final?
Harley.
Yes.
2000.
And who did they play?
Melbourne.
All right, well done. 1 point. How many points did you win that grand final by?
Chris.
30.
Chris?
72.
No. Harley?
35.
No. In between, 60. For 2 points, what year and who was the last Essendon player to win a Norm Smith medal?
Chris. James Hird.
Yes.
2000.
Yes, well done. 2 points. Well done. I could make this last question worth... no, I can't. All right. Who has kicked the most goals in the history of the Essendon Football Club?
Harley.
Matthew
Lloyd.
There you go. You got it. Done. Guess what? Harley, you are simply the best. That was brilliant. You don't go home empty-handed, Chris. You get a That's Good for Footy football, which Mason's is going to pass you. Well done. Harley, you were brilliant. As I said, you were simply the best. Yamaha have given us a pair of earbuds valued at $190. They're yours, mate. Congratulations. Well done. Good stuff. Simply the Best was proudly brought to you by Yamaha and the Big Picture People. They are the experts in home theatre technology. The Big Picture People located in Hoppers Crossing, Clyde North, South Morang, Cheltenham, Water Gardens and the Gold Coast. Well done. All right. All right, if you could just show the boys before you actually turn it around, show the boys. So you've got some categories on the wheel, boys. Number 9's grand final winners, Knowing You, True or False, Australiana, blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
Sandy's going to spin up the wheel, right? Whatever segment comes up, you boys have to answer questions relating to that particular category. That's when these boys will then come into play because they're going to be keeping score for each one that you get right. Makes it easy enough to understand one, so explain it. Yeah, who's more confused, the players or the boys? Both. All right. Okay, Sandy, let's spin the wheel and see what we come up with.
Ooh.
They're going, what's going on?
Knowing You, number 5.
Ooh, Knowing You, number 5. All right. Oh, this is good. This is good. All right. Now, what's going to happen here is I'm actually going to be asking the question, and what I want you two to do is you're going to pick up that little thing there that says right or wrong, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be asking you questions, Mason, about Sam. And I'll get Sam to actually hold on to that. If you don't like the answer to the question, you don't have to award it, all right? Ooh. Which means that those boys are then going to be keeping score. So what's going to be happening here, Hudson, you're going to keep score each time that Mason gets one right. All right? Nice and complicated to understand. Let's go through it. If you don't like the answer, that's where it goes. How old is he?
24.
Correct. 1 point. How good's that? No, not for you, Oscar, just for Hudson. What is his date of birth, day, month and year?
28th of September 1998.
How good's that?
Wow.
Another point. Well done. Where did he grow up?
England.
Good.
In Breed.
All right. Yeah.
Yep, that's good.
Who did he grow up barracking for?
Manchester United.
There you go. This is going well. You still turning over? We've got 4 out of 4 there. This is beautiful. Do you know who his favourite footballer was growing up?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh,
No.
Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney. Yeah, no points there. No points, Hudson. All right. How would you describe his frame of mind before a game of footy?
Relaxed.
Happy with that? Another point. All right, so we're sitting on 5. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you very much. Does he have a pet, and if so, what sort?
He has a dog.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah?
He has a dog.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What kind?
Do you want any more details, Sam?
Bulldog, maybe?
Yeah, you know. Yeah, bulldog.
English? Bulldog?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, another point. Okay, that's good, that's good. How many goals has he kicked in his AFL career to date?
23. Unless you're wrong, because
I reckon. Oh, I don't know. No, maybe 21.
No, I'll put you out of your misery. It's 23. Well done.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh.
23 it is. So another point there. Well done. How many games has he played in his AFL career to date?
43?
No.
No. I'm on 50th the other week. Righto.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
There you go.
Sorry.
53 then, I reckon.
52.
52.
Yeah, no points.
No points.
What year did he debut?
2020.
Perfect. Another point. One last question here for you. Where was he recruited from?
South Adelaide or Ranella Wineflies.
Perfect. Well done. Last point. Beautiful. All right. Finished up with a top score of... Can you hold it up for me? Hold it up. No, I think it was 9. All right. Okay. That'll do. I know you want to give him 10, but we'll stick with 9. All right. Where's the lovely Sandy? We need the wheel to be spun. Spin the wheel for me. Let's go.
Grand final. No.
Grand finals, number 3. All right. Wow. Interesting. Oh. Just the topic you want for a fan of soccer. Huh?
I didn't start watching footy until 2016.
Yeah, I know. This is going to be a real problem for you. I can see it already. All right. So what's going to happen, Oscar? You're going to be keeping score for each one that he gets right. Okay? Just as simple as that. I'm going to give you grand finals of the year, and I just want you to tell me the club that won it in that year. It's not too hard. Trust me. Who won the grand final in 2018?
West Coast.
Yes, 1 point. Perfect. Who won it in 2020?
Richmond.
Excellent. 2 points. Who won it in 2021?
What's 2021 was that? Was that? Who won it last year? Who do we have? Geelong. Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Yeah.
Yes, there it is. 3 points. Who won it in 2015?
Hawthorn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Who won it in 2017?
Bulldogs.
No.
Richmond. Someone threw me
Richmond.
off.
Yeah.
Damn it, should have
Don't
gone
listen-
with gut.
Don't listen to the crowd.
Yeah.
No points there. Who won it in 2016?
Bulldogs.
There you go. Got that one. Who won it in 2022?
Geelong.
Correct. Who won it in 2014?
Hawthorn.
Correct. Who won it in 2010?
Hawthorn. Geelong. Geelong.
No, it was Collingwood. And your last one, sitting on a score of 7, who won it in 2012?
Geelong.
No, it was Sydney. Bad luck. We finish up with a score of 7. There we go. Well done.
I had no idea.
Good on you, boys. I love it. How good was that? Playing to win. Boys, can you do me the favour of passing those footballs over to the 2 young lads? Oscar, Hudson, congratulations. Well done, boys. Oh, look at that. Love it. Good on you guys. Give the boys a high five. There you go. You can play it, Sam. I told you, Mason, this is what happens at these shows. They're very different. It's like nothing normal, all right? We get to know them and they get to know you. What's going to happen here, you 2 lovely contestants? I'm going to be reading out nicknames of players from the 70s, 80s, 60s, 50s, maybe, even earlier, right up until the present day. You've got to give me their real name. That's all you've got to do. It's not too hard. The way that you do it is you buzz in with your name first and then you give me the player that you think it is. You both understand the rules? Yep. Could you test your buzzers for me? Janine, you go first.
Janine.
Bring it up a little bit further, my dear. Janine, perfect. Michael?
Mickey.
Oh, all right. You've got a serious contender here. All right. Now, remember, you have to buzz in with your name first before you give me the actual player. Are you both ready to go?
Yep.
Yes, there's the nod I wanted. Here it comes. Captain Blood.
Janine.
Mickey.
Oh, Janine.
Jack Dyer.
Correct. You're off the mark. 1 point. Super Boot.
Mickey.
Oh, Mickey.
Bernie Quillen.
Correct. That's it. The Flying Doormat.
Oh,
Mickey.
All's not good. Mickey.
Bruce Dool.
Bruce Jewell is correct. Diesel.
Biggie.
Mickey.
Greg Williams.
Yes, correct. Plugger.
Mickey.
Mickey. Yes.
Tony Lockett.
You keep that microphone nice and close. The King.
Janine.
Janine.
Lou Richards.
No.
Wayne Carey.
Wayne Carey it is. Well done. You ready? Lethal.
Mickey.
Ooh, Mickey.
Matthews. Lee Matthews.
Yeah, Lee Matthews is correct. Hungry.
Mickey.
Oh. Janine?
Greg Williams.
No.
Kevin Bartlett.
Kevin Bartlett it is. Well done. The Kid.
Mickey.
Mickey.
Dermot Burden.
Yes, it is. Well done. The Dipper.
Janine.
Janine.
Dermot Burton. No!
How do you spell that? I don't know.
Okay. So you're going with?
Robert Di
There you go. All right. Sticks.
Mickey.
Mickey.
Stephen Kearney.
All right, there it is. It's getting even weirder up here.
Could I just say, stand by your man?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he did do that. The Flying Dutchman. Janine.
Paul Vander.
Yes, all right. Put your hands together for Janine, everyone. That was fantastic. Mason's wrapped. He said, I wasn't doing much up here, but now I'm back in the game again. The Flea.
Mickey. Dale Waitman.
There it is, the Hawk. No? No takers? I heard it out there. Dougie.
Oh, Doug Hawkins.
Yeah, Dougie Hawkins. That'll do. We've got a score of 11. You've won, Mickey. Mickey. Well done, Mickey. That was fantastic. Hey, Janine, well done. You got a That's Good for Footy football. Mickey, all right. You've got the new That's Good for Footy bag, which is a wet and dry bag. Which you put, we can put beers in it, or you can put a doona, you can put whatever you want in it. It's all yours. Go. Yeah, well done. Thank you, guys. I have no idea what to say. I just need to let you know what's going on with the next couple of shows. Next week we'll be doing a show on May the 24th. We'll have St Kilda players Jack Still and Rowan Marshall live from the Mentone RSL, which is located at number 9 Palermo Street in Mentone. Then on May the 31st we're heading down to the Dandenong RSL, located in Clough Street in Dandenong, for Collingwood night with Tom Mitchell and Braden Maynard. That's all right. That's all right. They booed these guys when we spoke about that last week as well. Remember, when purchasing tickets, only purchase them through the That's Good Footy website, www.that'sgoodforfooty.com.au/events. Click on the links in the post. This is the only place where you can get your tickets. I just wanted to say now, thanks to everyone for attending tonight. If you could please sit down before you, because you're blocking all the camera shots, so we appreciate that you're leaving. That's great, but we just need to get this little part finished. What I just wanted to do was, if you could please put your hands together for Sam, my sound guy, and the lovely Sandy. Woo. Thanks very much, everybody. We need you to go onto the That's Good for Footy Facebook page. That's where your photos will be while you're there. Go on there and sign up, all right? Because that way you'll find out when the next Essendon show is. You're always finding, when's the next Essendon show, Damo? You want to know? Go onto that page and sign up, and you'll get the messages sent to you. All I wanted to do now is just thank Mason Redmond and Sam Draper.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for being part of it. Give us you happy you came along? Do you reckon we'll ever get you back again? Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, good.
I told him it's a good show. So,
yeah, good.
We'll be back.
Thanks, mate. Really appreciate it. All I want to say now, my name's Damien. This has been the That's Good for Footy panel show. We hope to see you again real soon. We'll see you again real soon, we hope. Before we close the show, I just wanted to dedicate this show. The lovely Sandra lost her nonna last week, Auntie Maria, and I just wanted to dedicate this show to her. So we thank you all for coming along tonight. Thank the boys. Thanks for That's Good for Footy. We'll see you again soon. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys. Mickey.
That's good for footy. That's good for footy. That's good for footy. It's good for footy. That's 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 good for footy.